Welcome back to my channel. Worth Old Coins. Today is best, top 3 coins. One you want to miss. We're diving into the world of United States Canada coins. Please don't skip this video, so let's get it started. Top 1. The 2006 Canadian 1 cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II, also known as the Canadian penny. Overview of the 1 cent coin, penny. Country, Canada. Denomination, 1 cent. Year, 2006. Obverse, Queen Elizabeth II. Reverse, maple leaf twig. Material, plated steel, since 2000, with copper plating. Mint, Royal Canadian Mint. A brief history of the Canadian penny. Origins, 1858, 1900s. The Canadian penny was first issued in 1858 when Canada was still a British colony. It was minted in England and featured Queen Victoria. The early design had a large cent size, nearly the size of a US half-dollar. Early 20th century. Over time, designs changed to reflect new monarchs. Edward VII, 1902 to 1910. George V, 1911 to 1936. George VI, 1937 to 1952. In 1937, the maple leaf twig design was introduced by G.E. Kruger Gray and became the standard. Queen Elizabeth II era, 1953 to 2012. In 1953, coins were updated with Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, as she became monarch after George VI's death. Her portrait changed several times. 1953, Young Queen. 1965, more mature look. 1990, new portrait by Dora de Pedery Hunt, used in 2006 coin. 4. The 2006 penny. Features the 2003 plus portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Minted mostly from plated steel with a copper finish. Diameter, 19.05 millimeters. Weight, 2.35 grams. Not rare or particularly valuable, but interesting as one of the final years before discontinuation. End of the penny, 2012 to 2013. Production stopped in 2012, officially withdrawn in 2013. Reason, each penny cost 1.6 cents to produce. Canada encouraged rounding to the nearest 5 cents in cash transactions. Many Canadians saved or donated their pennies. Billions were melted down. Cultural significance. Though small in value, the penny is a nostalgic piece of Canadian history, often associated with sayings like, "a penny for your thoughts." Its removal marked a shift to more efficient, cashless systems. Top 2. The 2005 Canadian 1 cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II, possibly comparing it to US coinage and seeking historical context. Here's a comprehensive overview. Canada 2005 Canadian 1 cent coin overview. Obverse, front features the uncrowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Susanna Blunt. This effigy was introduced in 2003 and remained until the coin's discontinuation. Reverse, back depicts 2 maple leaves on a single twig, a design by G.E. Kruger Gray that has been used since 1937. Composition, 2 main variants exist. Non-magnetic, copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.25 grams. Magnetic, P. Mint mark copper-plated steel, weighing 2.35 grams. Mintage. Non-magnetic, approximately 759.7 million coins. Magnetic, P variant, approximately 30.5 million coins. Dimensions. Diameter, 19.05 millimeters. Thickness, 1.45 millimeters. Edge, plain. Mint, produced by the Royal Canadian Mint. Mantelpiece clock, historical context. The Canadian 1 cent coin, commonly known as the penny, was minted from 1858 until its discontinuation in 2012. The decision to cease production was due to the rising cost of manufacturing and handling the coin, which exceeded its face value. As of February 4, 2013, the Royal Canadian Mint stopped distributing pennies, and cash transactions began to be rounded to the nearest 5 cents. United States comparison with US 1 cent coin. Design. Obverse. Both coins feature a prominent national figure. The US penny showcases Abraham Lincoln, while the Canadian penny features Queen Elizabeth II. Reverse. The US penny has undergone several design changes, with the Lincoln Memorial 1959 to 2008, and the Union Shield, 2010, present. The Canadian penny maintained the maple leaf design from 1937 until its discontinuation. Composition: U.S. penny, post, 1982 97.5% zinc with a copper plating. Canadian penny, 2005 either copper-plated zinc or copper-plated steel, depending on the variant. Current status: U.S. penny, still in circulation. Canadian penny, no longer produced or distributed since 2013. Money bag collectability and value. The 2005 Canadian 1-cent coin is relatively common, especially the non-magnetic variant. However, coins in uncirculated or proof condition can hold more value to collectors. Circulated condition, typically worth face value. Uncirculated, MS, 65 red, approximately 15 Canadian dollars. Proof condition, can fetch higher prices, depending on the market and demand. Top 3. The 2011 Canadian penny. Full history. Background of the Canadian cent, penny. The Canadian 1-cent coin, commonly called the penny, had been in circulation since 1858, when Canada was still a British colony. Over the decades, the penny's design evolved, but it always maintained a connection to Canada's national identity, most notably through the maple leaf. Design features. Obverse, front. The 2011 penny bears the image of Queen Elizabeth II, Canada's head of state. This portrait was created by Susanna Blunt in 2003 and shows the Queen without a crown, a modern and approachable design choice. Reverse, back. The traditional 2 maple leaves on a twig, designed by G.E. Kruger Gray, has been used since 1937. The maple leaf is a national symbol of Canada and represents unity and peace. Physical characteristics. Metal. The 2011 penny was made from plated steel, a steel core with copper plating, a change implemented in 2000 to reduce minting costs. Weight, 2.35 grams. Diameter, 19.05 millimeters. Edge, smooth. Color, reddish-brown due to the copper plating. Production and mintage. In 2011, the Royal Canadian Mint produced over 662 million pennies. Despite the high number, many were not heavily circulated due to the government's growing awareness of the coin's decreasing value. End of an era. The 2011 penny is historically significant because it was the second last year the coin was made. In 2012, Canada minted its final penny, and in 2013, the penny was officially withdrawn from circulation. The cost of making a penny, 1.6 cents, was more than its face value, 1 cent, and inflation had reduced its purchasing power. The move was part of an economic efficiency push. Cultural impact. The penny had been a fixture of Canadian life for over 150 years. Its phase-out marked a cultural shift. People were encouraged to round prices to the nearest 5 cents, and cash registers were reprogrammed. Collector's note. The 2011 penny is not rare, but it's of historical interest due to its place near the end of production. In uncirculated or proof condition, it might be worth a small premium to collectors, especially as part of a complete penny collection. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.